Hi folks! If you are watching this video, then you are taking Econ 102 course that starts coming Monday, May 18th, and this course is Introductory Microeconomics course. And I am Serhiy Holovko, PhD student at Penn State. I am your instructor for this course. In this video, I am going to explain you how much time you should expect to devote for this course in order to succeed, and also give you some useful hints how to start working on course material. Let's start. So first of all, let's go to the course webpage, Angel. Here I am, and I am on Lessons tab right now. Let's switch to the Calendar tab. So this will give us a rough idea how much time do we need to devote for the course, okay? So if I scroll down, I see that the course consists of 6 weeks. So starting from today, from Saturday, we will have 6 weeks and plus 2 days before course will be finished. So this includes Sunday tomorrow, and also it includes Monday, June 29th, the deadline for final exam. So in 6 weeks and 2 days we will be done. What will be the coursework that will be finished during this time? So each week you will have 2 lessons and some activities to be completed. These activities include homework and 2 quizzes each week. Also, on top of that, you will have 2 midterm exams and you will have final exam. Okay, so it looks like a huge load. A lot of time should be devoted to digest all that material. So to give you even better understanding how much time needed, I would say the following. So if you're taking the same course during fall semester, then you will spend the whole semester for the course. So my bet is that you need to spend from 15 to 20 hours per week for the course. That is from 2 to 3 hours per day if you are studying 7 days per week. Okay? So of course, different students are different in their ability to understand the material, and some will spend a little bit more than that, some will spend a little bit less than that. But if you don't have about 15 to 20 hours per week to spend for a course, then probably it's not a good idea to take this course, okay? You should think about taking this course either in fall or spring or next summer when you have more time, okay? So the bottom line, you need to have from 15 to 20 hours per week devoted for this course. So suppose you have this time, then what you do next? So first of all, you need to go to the Lessons tab and go to the orientation folder. In orientation folders, there are some assignments that needs to be finished. I will not spend much time here. I will basically spend no time here. You could read, and if you have any questions, you could contact me and ask. But basically the main point here is that you need to complete all this before starting the course, before actually going to lesson 1, lesson 2, and so on. So this is important because it gives you the idea how the course looks like, what you need to know, what you need to have access to, and so on. And only after that you will proceed with lesson 1, lesson 2, and so on. So suppose you complete all that, let's go back to the calendar, and suppose you're right now on week 1. So basically every week it looks pretty much the same, so I will explain an example on week 1 what is going on later on. So before week 1, before the start of the week, on Sunday, I will always send you a weekly email, okay? So on Sunday, May 17th, expect to see weekly email from me, the first weekly email. In this email, I will give you precisely what you need to do this week, okay? Moreover, I will give you some hints how to attack the course material for this week, and probably some other advices or some other explanations from real life about the course material, okay? So once you see that email, you're ready to start. So in that email, you will know that you need to cover 2 lessons, lesson 1 and lesson 2. And they look somehow similar. The only difference is that lesson 2 has also homework, and lesson 1 doesn't have one, so lesson 2 somehow is more requires a little bit more time. So let me explain on lesson 2. So you go to lesson stop, then go to lesson 2 folder, and here you read carefully the instructions. Always read carefully instructions before starting doing something. Okay, so there are introduction, what you should see in this course, brief introduction, and then later on the assignments, what you need to do. Okay, so there are 4 assignments to be completed. So first assignment is reading assignment. So you need to take your textbook that is in the syllabus and read chapter number 2. Then, once you're done with that, you go to part number 2, that you need to read some lecture notes and also watch some videos and do some practice problems. Okay, so you visit lesson 2 pages, so just basically click on this link and you will be transferred to lesson 2 pages. Okay, take some time, but you will eventually be there. Okay, here we are. So we have lesson 2, so there are materials some here. We also have this button to proceed further to the next item, right? So next, click next. You could do also the same clicking over here. So there are different part of materials. There are some nice videos here, and there's also some practice problem, right? Here there is practice problem, extra practice. It's basically extra practice. Probably you have also some practice problem inside that lecture notes. But this practice problem, it's basically similar to one in the homework, so it's a good idea to do it, okay? So you have done it, and then you could check an answer, right? So you just click the check the answer button, and you will see the answer, and it's pretty much it. Okay, let me close this and go back. So that means that at this point, when you finish part 2, you're done with all reading assignments and with all video assignments. And now you are ready for lesson 2 to proceed with your assignments, okay, with your quizzes and homeworks, okay. So next you need to complete quiz number 2. So the link for quiz number 2 is located in the bottom of your page. So just click quiz number 2. There are instructions. Remember, I told you need to read the instructions very carefully. I will not read instructions for you. I will just emphasize 2 or 3 main points about quizzes. So first of all, you have 2 attempts for each quiz, okay? And please use this attempts wisely, okay? It's very important that after you take the first attempt, that you review your answers. Good or bad, you have done on your quiz, on your first attempt, please review your answers. So it means that you go to your quiz and see what you did incorrectly, what you did correctly. If you did something incorrectly, please review the material related to this question and understand what you did wrong and understand what is correct answer, what correct answer is. Okay? And after you have done this, only after you have done this, proceed with the second attempt. This gives you more chances to succeed on the second attempt. My last year experience tells me that some students were taking the first attempt and just after seeing the bad result for that attempt, were jumping to the next attempt, okay? And it usually, second attempt was the same quality as the first one. So it's really good idea, whether you had a good or bad grade for the first attempt, please take some time to review the material and only then take a second attempt, okay? So this is my first point. The second point is that 2 out of 12 quizzes are dropped, okay? My third point is that the assignment is due to Sunday, 11:55 p.m., okay? So first week, Sunday, 11:55 p.m. But it relates to my first point. If you're taking this quiz on Sunday night, and you're taking your first attempt on Sunday night, you probably don't have time to review the material after you see the answers. right, for quiz number 2. So it's not wisely to wait till the last moment on Sunday to take the quiz. So it's bad idea to take it earlier. Okay? And my last point is that material on this quiz, it's not only counts towards your final grade, but also similar material could appear on midterm exams and in final exams. So it's good idea review the quiz answers. Even after the second attempt, review the quiz answers. Okay. Okay, very good. So we are done with quiz number 2. Let's go back to lesson tab. Sorry, and we need to go back to lesson 2 folder. Okay, and finally we are ready to complete homework number 1. Let's go to homework number 1 folder, and here you have homework 1 assignment link. Click on it, and you have also doc file, the long crocodile here, and you need to click on this doc file in order to download it. I will not do it. So basically what happen if I click on it, the file will be downloaded, and then you could open the file from the place where it's downloaded on your computer. Okay. Once you have done this, basically you read carefully the instructions for the homework and do your homework. To do your homework, take a sheet of paper and write down your answer on this sheet of paper. Okay. If you need additional sheet of paper, take additional sheet of paper, continue answering, and so on and so forth, right? So please don't type your answers. So don't type your answers on the computer. You need to write down it by hand, and also you need to do all your graphs by hand, right? So you need to do everything by hands, okay? And then once you are done with this, you need to scan all your homework pages, okay? To do this, you could use either scanner, or you could do some program or application on your phone or your tablet, okay? These applications usually are not so expensive. It ranges between few bucks and up to $10, right? So it's not so expensive, so it's probably worth to buy one, okay? Once you have done that, please also, if you have multiple sheets, please combine them together. There are a bunch of programs, applications that could do this for you, okay? So suppose you have done all this, go back, go to submit homework link, and here you have choose file button. Please click this one, choose the location of your file, and then basically upload it. I will not do it because I didn't do homework number 1. Okay, here you have optional comments, so I will write Sergi Holovko homework number 1. Okay, and here is upload this file button, so please click that one. And once you have done this, you could go to view your upload history, and if you did everything correctly, your file information will appear here. Okay, right, very good. So if you have any problems with uploading your files to the system, please go to Lessons tab, and you have this technical help forum, and here you could click and basically make a post about your problem, and technician will help you to resolve the issue. Okay, so it's wise idea to not wait also till the last moment to do your homework. Okay, it's bad idea to start it earlier and to upload it earlier, because everything could happen in the last moment. Okay, and I don't want you to lose points just because of some issues. Right, so about homeworks, one important point is that one homework out of 6 will be dropped. Okay, and also about valid excuses. So sometimes you are eligible for extension, but it's really rare case when I will allow you, will provide you an extension. The reason for this is that once homework number 1 is submitted by everybody, I will provide short answers to students, and I suspect that this will be beneficial to all students, and if it happens that I need to provide some extension at least for one student, I need to wait a little bit longer. And since course is very intensive, I not really have this opportunity to wait a little bit longer. If you see when midterm 1 starts, the window opens on Tuesday. So I don't have even 1 day to wait, you know. So that means that extensions will be very rare. If you want to see the the reasons for extensions, please go to syllabus tab over here and find the place in the syllabus where written about valid reasons for extensions. Okay, but the bottom line, you shouldn't really rely on this. Okay, if something happens, something at the end of week, something happens that prevents you from submitting your homework, it's basically, this point's basically lost. Okay, so my advice to you, please try to do your homework earlier, okay, and submit it earlier. Okay, um, it's basically all about week number 1. So okay, in week number 2 everything will be similar. The only difference is in week number 2 you will also get your feedback about homework number 1. So once homework number 1 will be graded, it will take 1 to 3 days to be graded. You will get some feedback about your homework. And also, even earlier than these 3 days, I said if there are no extensions, I will on Monday post some small solutions about the homework, and you will be able to reveal what you did correctly or not correctly. It's important to reveal because similar to the homeworks, similar problem sets will be on exams. Okay, good. So a few words about exam. So see here you have midterm exam 1, midterm exam 2, and final exam. So if you go to midterm exam 1 tab, you will see the instructions here. And please read these instructions and, oh, sorry, it's fine. And you have here exam 1 practice problems. It's a good idea to solve them, to prepare for the exams. It's also a good idea to review all the material that is related to these exams. It's written which material is related to these exams somewhere here. But in any case, I will remind you about this. I will write you an email and say, hey guys, this will be midterm exam 1 is coming, and these materials will be in midterm exam 1. If I'm not mistaken, it should be week 1 and week 2 materials that is covered on this exam. So you have 2 parts for the exam. Part 1 is similar, it's multiple choice question, it's completely online, it's similar to quizzes, but it's long, it's 60 minutes long, and it has just simple 1 attempt, you know. And midterm exam part 2, it has 2 hours, okay, and this is similar to homework questions, okay, so you also write your answers and scan your answers and submit it, okay. So it means that you need to, for exams, you need to have this time during this time window to actually work on this is to have this 3 hours. You not required to take part 1 and part 2 at the same time, so you could take part 1 first and then in few hours or even in the next day take part 2 if it's still during the exam window time. Okay, that's pretty much it. Probably a few words about valid excuses. So if you have some valid excuse to miss midterm exam, then you need to provide this information to me prior to the opening of window. So this exam starts on Monday at 11:55 p.m. On June 1st, right? So you need to contact me before June 1st that you will not be able, because if you contact me after the June 1st that you are not able to take this exam, then you will be penalized, even if the reason is valid, right? So then you will be penalized in 20% per day. Okay? Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. What I wanted to explain you about the course material. I don't have much to add. Probably I will say a few okay, probably I will say a few words about um, time zones, right? So probably this is online course, so you could be all over the place. Some of you could be in China, some of you could be in Ukraine. Ukraine is my home country, right? So some of you could be in Mexico, right? Or even in USA, but on different time zone. So we are working on Eastern time zone, right? So it's the same time zone as in State College, right? So so all the lines are listed in Eastern time. So say if you're right now in Ukraine, you will have 7 hours difference. So the good idea is just to go to the Google and then write down State College local time, and you will see it's right now it's 2:48 p.m. and you will take a corresponding time in your own country and you will see the time difference. And then you need to go to the calendar tab and see all the deadlines and write down on piece of paper or put it on the wall the time deadlines in your local time. It's probably a good idea. Okay. Also, there are maintenance for Angel website, so please write down also on piece of paper this hours in red. You should be able to it's during, I believe it's during evening, sorry, it's during night, probably somewhere between 2 and 4 a.m. So you don't need to take, you shouldn't take exam during these hours, right? And shouldn't start any assignment during these hours, like quizzes. You shouldn't start quizzes before that or close to that hours, because otherwise your work will be lost, okay? Okay, guys, I hope this video will be useful for you, okay, and hope you have the right expectations for this course, and I wish you good luck on this course.